My god, furious Epsy Organisers kicks Harry from the stage as he insults Pat Tillman's mum in his speech. Now, first things first, let's talk about the entrance. Our boy Harry comes strutting out on stage like he's auditioning for So You Think You Can Be Royal. But here's the kicker. He's introduced as Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. After all that hoopla about ditching royal life, he's still clinging to those titles tighter than a toddler with his favourite blankie. It's like quitting your job at McDonald's but still insisting everyone call you Fry Cook Supreme. But wait, it gets better. As Harry's making his grand entrance, you can practically see the flop sweat forming on his forehead. He's looking around like he's expecting a rotten tomato ambush at any moment, and honestly, can you blame him? With over 75,000 people signing a petition saying thanks but no thanks to his award, he must have felt about as welcome as a porcupine at a balloon factory. Now, let's talk about that speech. That speech. It starts off innocent enough with Harry thanking the Pat Tillman Foundation, but then he drops a bombshell that had me clutching my pearls so hard I nearly broke a nail. He goes and mentions Pat Tillman's mum, Mary Tillman. Now, for those of you who've been living under a rock, no judgment, it's cosy down there, Mary Tillman had publicly criticised Harry getting this award. She basically said thanks but no thanks to Harry's involvement. So for him to stand up there and talk about respecting her, it's not just ballsy, it's like walking into a lion's den wearing a suit made of steak. And let's not forget the elephant in the room, or should I say the Duchess in the audience. Every time the camera panned to Meghan, she was beaming like she'd won the lottery. It's like she forgot that this wasn't the Harry and Meghan show, ESPY's edition. But then again, when does she ever remember that it's not about her? And then, because apparently we hadn't reached peak cringe yet, Harry decides to name drop Nelson Mandela. I'm sorry, what? Did I miss the memo where we started comparing the Invictus Games to 27 years of imprisonment? Talk about a stretch. That's like comparing a paper cut to open heart surgery. But the cherry on top of this disaster Sunday, Harry's attempt at world politics. Suddenly he's channeling his inner Miss America, talking about world peace and global conflicts. Buddy, you're at a sports awards show, not the UN General Assembly. Read the room, Harry. And can we talk about the Invictus Games for a hot second? Don't get me wrong, it's a great initiative, but if the rumours are true and people within the organisation are getting fed up with Harry and Meghan stealing the spotlight, then Houston, we have a problem. The whole point of the Invictus Games is to celebrate the resilience and determination of wounded veterans. And let's not even get started on the politics. Harry, my man, you're in a sports award show. This isn't the time or place for a lecture on global conflict. You're not solving world peace by spouting vague platitudes about unity and purpose. You're just making everyone uncomfortable and check their watches. But here's the thing, folks. This isn't just about Harry. This is about a larger trend we're seeing with celebrities and public figures. It's the idea that having a platform automatically makes you an expert on everything. That your opinion on complex global issues is somehow more valid because you've got a blue check mark on Twitter. It's a dangerous game, folks, because when celebrities start weighing in on serious issues without doing their homework, it muddies the waters. It oversimplifies problems and potentially spreads misinformation, and in a world where fake news is already running rampant, that's the last thing that we need. And that, my friends, is the real tragedy here. Because beneath all the pomp and circumstance, beneath the awkward speeches and the cringeworthy moments, there's a guy who genuinely seems to want to do good, but is so caught up